the box officers, and welcome to part 3. That's right, this is part 3 of our 3-part How to Draw a Tactical Batman series, and it's been a lot of fun, and you guys have done already some fantastic work if you got up to this particular point. If this is the first video you clicked, I do suggest checking out the first 2 videos first. Totally up to you, but I do suggest checking out those videos first because I feel those are the more important videos. But this is an important video as well because we are going to go over my theories when it comes to lighting and rendering this particular Batman. It's a little bit different because of the material that makes up Batman's outfit. Okay, so we will go over that in this particular video. A lot of you have been asking me about lighting and shading, so I'm going to get into it today. So get your pen and pencils ready. Once again, in this video, I'm drawing on a Strathmore Bristol board 11x17, and I am inking with microns and a Sharpie. But again, use whatever you want. You want to use India ink, by all means. If you just want to continue with your pencil, by all means, use whatever you want. It's all about how to draw. That's the most important here. So let's get to it. Let's get into lighting and rendering this tactical suit Batman right now. Here we go with the lighting and rendering, and as you see, I put the arrow in there the last video, so the lighting will be coming from the top left here. So taking out my Sharpie again, guys. You could use whatever material you want. If you want to use India ink, a lot of you have been saying, "Hey James, use the India ink." Well, by all means, go for it. You don't necessarily have to use the materials I'm using here. So I'm just thinking about how light is hitting these particular plates here, because this is a little different than if it was like a spandex costume, for sure. Like light would wrap around all of these certain metal plates in a certain way here. But for the most part, what will light up the most is like where you see the light hitting. So the top of the chest there, but it would also cast a little shadow underneath. So wherever the plates, you know, the edges of the plates, there will be a darker shadow. That's why I'm adding all these little dark lines around all these little plate areas here, because they are blocking the light from hitting those particular surfaces there. So his actual ab region is actually inset from where those ab plates are. So that's why there's a lot of dark going on in there. Okay, so shadow cast from all the different sections of the arm. Shadow cast from the top of the plate, so the side of that plate would receive some shadow. Shadow there from underneath the shoulder plate there, and then all around the arm. So there's going to be a lot of dark going on inside of the arm, as you can see here. Now this particular video here, it's sped up roughly around 3 times real time. Okay, so should be easy enough to follow along, but again, that pause button is there for you. Okay, so again, thinking if the light hits a certain area, how does it, how does that particular object block that set of light? Okay, see, for example, that hand there, the light hits part of the hand, so the front of the fingers there, they would actually be covered in shadow. That's why I darkened those up there. And as you can see here, putting shadow underneath the goggles there and on the side of the head. Okay, again, thinking about the light coming from the top left. Okay. So going around, that's why I like to add the solid black first. I like to be 100% sure where all the light is hitting first. And again, that's what I imagine. Light's hitting a certain section and it's going to cast shadow in a certain section. Like right underneath the belt. Right underneath the belt there's going to be shadow. Okay. So again, look at your reference, guys. Really try to feel like the actual shape, because the more you're familiar you are with the shape of your drawing of this figure, then the easier will come to putting in the shadows. Okay, so here I'm adding some shadows, because so I understand there's going to be some shadows underneath those leg plates there. So here I even took a thicker Sharpie just because I know that the area is going to be a little bit thicker. And adding in all of the darks. I like to add in all the darks because it feels like I'm almost done, really, once all the dark lines are in. Before I go back to the micron, it feels like I'm almost done. In fact, guys, you don't have to add any hatching at all. As you guys know, I like doing the cross hatching, but you don't have to add it at all. You could just be totally fine with just adding like the solid blacks, and you could be done. So even right here, you could see like I'm filling in the cape here. After you're done filling in the cape, you could call it a day, really. You could call it a day if you want to, and just say that's done without doing any sort of cross-hatching at all. But here I felt, I felt the light, his body's blocking a lot of the light onto his cape. So that's why we would darken in all this little cape detail like so. Okay. Then just going back here, blacking in the eyes. I might have went too far with the eyes, and I'm actually going to fix that in a little bit later. I'll show you how in a bit. But here, filling in all the darker areas in the legs here, on the side of the leg, because for sure all of that will be in shadow. Okay, so I'm always thinking about where the shadow is. Where is the shadow? Okay, so also I'm thinking to myself, at this point, I'm really thinking about, should I black in the actual bat symbol itself? And I opted to do so. As you see here, I'm going to actually black in the bat symbol. Now thinking about it, and I believe after I did it, it was like buyer's remorse. I was thinking to myself, maybe I shouldn't have blacked it in the bat symbol, but at that time it's kind of too late. Now it's not too late if you were using a pencil. If you were using a pencil, then just a quick erase and then redraw it in. But at that point, it is what it is. So now I'm going in with the micron and adding in some more details. So again, after that black, adding in all the heavy darks, you could have been finished there. You could have. But again, I want to go in and add a little bit more detail, so I'm taking my micron here. I'm not sure the actual size. It's probably a 1 or a 3. Oh, it's a 5 actually. You see there's a 5. And just adding in a little bit more details into these little pockets here, adding some hatching, and more importantly, because these are metal plates, I start adding in all of these metal details. Okay, things that happens when there's metal. There's little shadows there. There's little nicks and scratches, so I'm going to start adding a lot of that stuff. At the same time, adding in some more little details there, like the straps, adding a little bit of the strap detail there. And of course the hatching. Once again, hatching is just so to show the light gradating around the surface. And then adding a few more extra lines to these legs here, along with some hatching. So you can do that all around these legs here, adding these little hatch lines. And again, light gradating around a particular surface. That's why I did it. So see here, adding a little lines around. Because I want these plates to feel like they're metal. And that's what I'm trying to achieve here by adding in these scratches and these little marks here and there. It really makes it feel like it's a different type of material. More nicks, more scratches, more dents, and we do that with all those little squiggly lines there. See, even this plate here should feel like metal, so that's why I'm adding all of those squiggly lines there. Okay, now back to the Sharpie, just to fill out. Sometimes when you use a Sharpie, if you don't notice carefully, there are some dots. Sometimes you miss certain dots. And you have to go back and make sure all the dots are filled. White dots are filled anyway. Now going back, adding more scratches, nicks and scratches, as much as you want. Adding more scratches here. And cracks, a lot of cracks. I like adding little marks like that. Character, and now adding little dots. Sometimes you'll see me add little dots there. That just helps with the texture. It makes it feel a little less perfect when I add those little dots here and there. Now here I was even wondering if I should have blacked out the front of this cowl like I'm doing right now, and then I'm not sure if I liked it or not. It's one of those decisions. You make the decision and you go. It could be right or it could be wrong, but the important thing is you don't sit on the fence. You just do one or the other and you live with it. And I went ahead and blacked it in. Now I don't know if I should have. So I decided to go in with this pen here. This is a white gel pen. A white gel pen by Pentel. Okay, and it adds little white lines. As you can see here, I'm adding a little more scratches, but at the same time, I emphasize the goggles a little bit more. Okay, helped me bring back out those goggles. As you see there, I'm using the white gel pen to add in that. Ghibli uses the white gel pen a lot. You'll find that he uses a lot in all of his particular artwork. And once again, just adding a little bit more hatch lines. Add as much as you want, guys. Like all of this, I could be overworking this. Totally up to you how much detail you want. You don't have to add this much detail. You find a medium that you are personally comfortable with. This is just me, and sometimes I'm just bored. I just want to add more details, so that's just me. Going back with a Sharpie, just thickening up those lines on the outside just to finish it off. And that is it, guys. We are pretty much almost done here. And this was so much fun to do, drawing this particular Batman. A lot of fun to do. And there you go, that is it. That is the final drawing. Give yourselves a hand. Woo! All right, high five. High five. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did it. Congratulations. And if you got this far, if you got through all 3 videos, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. So please tweet it to me if you can. Tweet to me your drawings. I'll be happy to retweet it. Or if you want to tag me on Instagram, more than happy to like your picture back for sure. I'll take a look at it there. But thank you guys for watching, for being with me through this tutorial series. I really do appreciate it. Please do let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this particular tutorial. Also give me suggestions about upcoming tutorials. Pretty soon I will be doing brand new tutorials of drawings that weren't from the past. So I would love to know what you want me to draw as well. Let me know in the comments down below, and maybe you'll see your suggestion pop up in the next few months. But thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Hey, if you are new to my channel, you got through these tutorials and you liked it and you want to see more, well, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, well, I will be your friend for life. Join my family of 52,000 best friends, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, right? Also hit that thumbs up and share this video with all of your friends. And my name is James. I am the Box Office Artist. I'm here to say keep drawing, and I'll see you all tomorrow.